What's up, guys? Just wanted to make this little video talking about this nifty little program called Launchbox. Now, Launchbox is a front-end launcher that primarily focuses on emulation, kind of like RetroArch, but instead of having like cores like RetroArch, uh, you can either go through RetroArch directly from Launchbox, or if you already have a standalone emulator installed on your computer, you can have Launchbox use that instead. So I already got some games on here. I got a couple of Nintendo 64 games, some DS games, some GameCube games, um, and that's pretty much all I got is Nintendo 64, GameCube, and DS. You can also add your installed games from your Steam library, your Epic Games library, even your Origins library. So, real quick, I'm going to show you guys how you actually add your ROMs. This isn't really a tutorial, but I just want to show you guys just how easy it is to add stuff. So you could actually add ROMs two different ways. One, you could go to Tools, you click on these three lines, go to Tools, and hit Import, uh, and then click on Rom Files, and you can add it that way. A little wizard will pop up to help you get everything set up. Or you can open up your file directory. So let's say, because I'm going to do PS2, so we could go like this. Go to where your ROMs are stored, and then you can just drag and drop it into this. And once you do that, if the heck, why that pop up? There you go. Okay, this will pop up, and because we're dragging it in from a folder, it doesn't know what to do with it yet. So you gotta tell it what it is. So you'll just hit ROM. It'll automatically detect that it's a PS2 ROM. You'll hit next, and then right here you can go uh either set it to go through RetroArch or find the emulator. And since I have a standalone emulator, we're gonna go and add that real quick. Actually, Looks like it has already added itself. Which I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of cool. So I'm gonna hit OK. What does it say? Emulator application path is required. Oh, okay, yeah. So we gotta put the path. Yeah, okay, yeah. The path is still missing. Okay, my apologies. I thought it added itself, but it didn't. So we gotta direct ourselves to the path. And go all the way down to the P's. There we go. And then we just select the exe. And there we go. Now we got the path. And everything is set up. So we should be able to hit OK now. Okay. Hit next. And if you are running low on space on your internal hard drive, I would just use this one. Use the file. Use files in the current location. And that'll keep the space from being used up. Then we gotta get the box art. We don't need to change any of this. And that's our game right there. Crash Tag Team Racing. So hit OK or finish. And it'll take a little bit to do its thing. Actually, it added it right there. But it's still doing its magic. There we go. And there we go. Now we have PS2 games showing up. And over here, you got it divides all the consoles into two categories. You got your consoles and then you got your handhelds. And since the DS is the only handheld I have at the moment, that's all that's going to show up. But if you click this little arrow right here, you can see what category it is. Same thing with the consoles. You click right here. It was gotten into the 64, into the Gamecube, and PlayStation 2. So I'm gonna show you guys the second way real quick of how you can add ROMs. This one is more like if you want to add things in bulk. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna click the three little lines over here, tools, import ROM files. Then it's gonna take you through the wizard. And for this one, we're gonna add a couple of different directories because a few of my games are what's the word I'm looking for? or inside subfolders. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the folders first. So just like before, we navigate to where our games are, and here's all the folders. So we're gonna do this one, hit add, and we're gonna do it again. Now, unfortunately, unlike everything else, this one doesn't save your previous directory. So you kind of have to keep going back to that directory every time you want to uh add another directory where your games are. So for example, if you have two directories with PS2 games in it, uh, you're gonna have to go back and add that second directory, and you have to navigate to that one all over again. So we're gonna do this a few different times. Okay, one more. At least I think it's one more. Yep. Okay. Actually, hold up. Let me double check this one. Okay, yeah, those are extracted. Okay, cool. That's another thing. That's another thing. You got to make sure all your files are extracted. Okay, so we got four different directories. Now we're gonna uh now we're gonna add the files. Okay. Oh wow, this time it saved the directory or your recent path, I should say. And this time, what we're going to do is we're going to select multiple at the same time. So since we already got Crash Tag Team Racing, uh, we're not going to do that one because we don't want duplicates. So we're going to highlight all the ones that we don't have, and then hit open. And there you go. Now we can hit OK or next. Sorry. And it's trying. You gotta pick which platform it is because sometimes it automatically detects it, and other times it doesn't. So you gotta go through the list, which there's quite a bit of games. Oh, that's right. They actually put the company in front of it on this one. What the heck? They got PlayStation 5 on here. What the heck? Alright. I guess they're planning for the future, I guess. It's got PS3, 4, and 5. I know about the PS3 emulator, but wow, PS4 and PS5. That's interesting. Oh, they even got PlayStation Vita. Interesting. All right. But we want to focus on PlayStation 2 right now. Next. And that's the emulator that we want. Next. We're going to use from current location. Okay. Next. 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 And there we go. This is a list of all of our games and the directory that they're from. Next. Now, depending on how many games you add and how big they are, uh, especially if you're copying the games, it can take quite a while. So just be patient, and it'll get the job done. Okay, and there we go. So to clean this up a little bit, you could just go and select just the PS2 games, and then you can see all of the PS2 games have been added. Oh wow, does it actually know to actually stack these two? I only see this one once. If that's the case, that's interesting. So yeah, there we go. Uh wow. Actually the Namco Museum collection is missing its box art. Maybe it couldn't find it. So yeah, you will come across situations like this sometimes where some of the box art isn't there. Um so I'm gonna go to all again, and I'm gonna show you guys something really cool about this. So one thing you can do is uh you can go to image groups and check this out. You can do this and get like the 3D box art. Some of them will have it, some of them won't. Like for example, this one has it. But Crash Tag Team Racing doesn't have it. It's still there. It's just invisible because it doesn't have the box art. Zelda has it. Some of good amount of the DS games have it. Namco Museum once again absent. So yeah, you can do it like that, or you can go like this and do it like this, or it shows the background of each game, which is pretty cool. Again, some of the games will be missing some, like this one. This one has its background completely missing. Namco Museums is missing still. RC Revenge Pro is missing. Got a few that's missing. And then you also got this one where you can actually see the CD slash cartridges, which is really cool. I actually kind of I actually kind of like this one. It's so nostalgic. Got the DS cartridges, Gamecube cartridges. This is just really cool. Once again, Manco Manco Museum missing. Oh my gosh. So the metadata for this one is missing completely. Golly. Yeah. Uh Actually, let me click on this one really quick. Yeah, it got the metadata. Uh no, actually it does not have the metadata. So that one's missing completely. It has the basic data, but it doesn't have like the information like for example this one. This one has screenshots, um, who the developer is, it even has the release date on it somewhere. Yeah, I think it has the release date somewhere. Yep, right here. Okay. So this was released April 22nd, 23rd, 2001. But this one is missing completely. So, uh, but you also got this, which only, from what I can tell, only the Nintendo 64 ones have. The other ones don't have a 3D version, which is kind of disappointing. Then you got this one, which is cool. Yeah, yeah, this one's missing. This one's missing altogether. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Then there's this, which I don't know exactly what this is, but I mean, it's an option. Then you got your screenshots for all the games, if you would rather see the screenshots. And Steam banners, which obviously none of them are going to have because these aren't Steam games. So, kind of defeats the purpose of doing that. For now, I think I'm gonna do it like this because I kind of like this style of it. Um, you can also download and install themes, but for me, for some reason, it absolutely refuses to let me install anymore. Like I'm clicking the install button and it's not letting me install this one, and I have no idea why. But there are two themes that I can use if I so choose. Let's go with this one. Uh, Changing the theme requires a restart of. Yeah, okay, that's fine. It looks more or less the same to me. Only difference is, oh, okay, I see what it did. Okay, so all the screenshots aren't up here at the top anymore. Okay, so yeah, that's essentially it. And then just to show you guys that it does actually work, let's boot up a game really quick. We'll just go with this one. And there you go. The game is booting up. And it does indeed work. And since we used the emulator instead of RetroArch, it's gonna open up the actual emulator itself before it actually runs. Now with the Nintendo 64, on the other hand, I used RetroArch, so all I gotta do is this. Double click it, I think. Is it gonna run? Oh, there it goes. Okay. And there we go. And there we go. Simple as that. Gamecube, same thing. I use the Dolphin emulator. So all I gotta do is double click a GameCube game. Like let's do Mario Kart Double Dash, for example. And that works. And you can just close it out like normal. So yeah, this is This is the free version of Launchbox, but they do have a paid version called they call it Big Box, and that one is more suited for playing on the TV or like having it in a arcade cabinet or something like that. Uh, it gives you a really nice presentation. I do plan on getting it eventually, but uh, the price is kind of up there, especially for the Forever license. The Forever license is $75, and then the the yearly license I think is 60. No, I think it's like 30. We're gonna find out. Hold on. So I forgot how much it was. Okay, yeah, it's 30. $30 for the yearly one, 75 for the Forever license, which gives you uh the ability to put it on as many machines as you want. So that's pretty cool. Um, but other than that, that's pretty much it. Uh, I'm trying to think, am I missing anything? I don't think I am, but oh yeah, you can add your custom background if you want. You gotta go to options and then what is it? Here we go. Background blur amount. So if you can change how blurry the background is, and then if you click OK, now you can see the background for uh for each game, which is pretty cool. Uh, the other thing is your custom background, which you can go here and you can actually set it to use your desktop background if you want, which it's not doing right now. It's still showing the regular backgrounds. I think that's only when something isn't selected, if I remember correctly. Or, like I said, you can use a custom image if you want, which I'm not gonna set right now because uh well, I don't want to. But yeah. So that's pretty much Launchbox. It's just like OpenMU kinda, but for Windows only. well, Windows and Android. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty simple to use. Uh, Lots of cool features. Oh yeah, and you can also put your games in list mode too if you prefer to have it that way. Me, not so much. It doesn't look as nice in list mode. So uh I like to have I like to have mine so I can see like the box art or whatever. But yeah, this thing has quite a bit of features that you can use. Um what if you decide to purchase big box mode, uh you get a ton more features, which if I decide to get it, I will show you guys what it looks like. It's pretty cool. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.